What's going on, Pokemon trainers? It's John here from 4Gamers with some very exciting Pokemon news that just dropped a couple of hours ago. So if you are over on the Pokemon Direct at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you will know that Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon has been announced for the Nintendo 3DS, and it's going to drop on November 17th, guys. So this is really exciting news. New main series games are coming out in a few months, not a couple months, a few more months. Also, a lot more Pokemon news was announced during this event, so I don't know if you guys saw it. We live streamed it, we did speculation, we talked about a lot of stuff, but anyway, it's confirmed that Pokken Tournament DX, so it's a new Pokken game, is going to be coming out for the Nintendo Switch on September 22nd. That is in a few months. It comes out before these main series games come out, so that's going to be really exciting. I know a lot of you guys were concerned that, oh no, the new main series games might come out for the Switch and then I can't get it. Don't worry, guys. The main series games have been announced for the 3DS, but possibly the Switch too, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But anyway, yeah, so Pokken is coming out for the Switch on September 22nd, as well as Gold and Silver Virtual Console remakes. Like, they're not remakes, but, you know, like, they're putting them on Virtual Console. So if you got Red, Blue, or Yellow and you play those on Virtual Console, well, guess what? Gold and Silver is coming out for the Virtual Console on September 22nd as well, alongside Pokken Tournament. We have a ton of news to talk about today, guys. If you saw me in the live stream, we did a bunch of, like, theories and talking and stuff, so I have a lot to kind of share with you. And, yeah, without further ado, let's really get into this huge Pokemon, like, news intake that went down via Pokemon Direct. So, anyway, as you can see, if you jump over to the Pokemon Sun and Moon website, you can see this really cool graphic. You're like, what is this? If you missed the whole thing, link is going to be in the description of the video that announces Pokken and this new Pokemon game, the Ultra games. But yeah, so as you can see, we got some really weird looking Solgaleo and Lunala. Like, what is going on? Like, we'll jump into the trailer in a second too, but basically the gist of this, guys, is Necrozma. Necrozma was the missing link. He was, like, you know how they kind of threw him into, like, Sun and Moon? You're like, oh, he's not an Ultra Beast, but you just kind of catch him later. Necrozma is, like, the core fundamental piece to this game. At least I believe so. I guess only time will tell. But as you can see, we got a Solgaleo and Lunala, and they look decked out in that Necrozma-looking armor, which is very fitting because Necrozma has the Prism armor, and now it's becoming armor. So, yeah, guys, Pokemon Ultra Sun and Pokemon Ultra Moon drops on November 17th. Very exciting stuff. If you guys played Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, I kind of think it's going for that kind of vibe. Like, this is the only other game that we've gotten two remakes, or like two, like, sequels kind of to a game. So, usually, you know, it'd be like Ruby, Sapphire, and then you get Emerald. And then it'd be like Diamond, Pearl, you get Platinum. But, you know, Black and White changed it up with Black, White, Black 1, or Black 2, and White 2. Now we got Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and I think they're doing a little kind of a throwback thing to Black and White 2, where they're doing, like, fusion Pokemon, because as you can see, that's a Solgaleo and a Lunala, wearing Necrozma, basically, which is pretty awesome. So yeah, we're gonna dive right into here. We're gonna really quick jump into this really exciting Cerebeer article to kind of talk about something, like a few key points that I want to mention. So as you can see, there's a link on Cerebeer as well to the video. We're gonna, like, take a bit to kind of go through it in a second, but I think the gist out of Cerebeer that you can get is, you know, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon available on November 17th, and then they're opening up a ton of different sections for all these new games and stuff. So Cerebeer is gonna be updating like crazy. This is the part that I want to, like, share with you that I'm not sure if too many other people are reporting on. So as you can see, it says edit at 1540. It is currently noted that the Pokemon Company International's press site is listing Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon as being on the Nintendo Switch with a TBA date. So, it was announced for the Nintendo 3DS on the Pokemon Direct kind of thing. So it was like, oh, this is coming out for the Nintendo 3DS. But on the Pokemon International's press site, it did say that it was to be announced for the Switch. So that means this game might actually also come out for the Switch, but do not fear, it is confirmed for the 3DS family. So if you have a 3DS, you don't have to worry, like, go out and buy a Switch or whatever. But there's a little bit of, I'll kind of give the information that maybe we're gonna get, like, you know, this thing for the Switch, but don't get your hopes up because it might not be announced at all for that. But yeah, it's currently unclear if that means it'll come out for the Switch in the end, but they'll provide details. And then basically there's an edit, and they since deleted this note. So Nintendo on the press release said they're like, hey, for the Switch, to be announced, and then they just got rid of it. So that means this thing might also come out for the Switch, and I'm going to show you guys really quick why once we get into breaking down this Pokken Tournament DX and Pokemon Ultra Sun video and everything that. So let's jump right into this. We're not going to watch the entire video. If you want to watch the entire video, you can go jump into the description below and watch it. But we're going to kind of highlight key points and talk about them. So we're kind of going to go through the what is it? This is Pokken kind of stuff. I have it on slow motion, kind of make it easier, but we'll just bring it back up to normal speed. This is like the Pokken trailer, so basically it's gonna be really cool. We got like Charizard and Pikachu and Frogadier. So Pokken DX is gonna be, I think it's kind of gonna be like how Pokken came out for the Wii U, but they're gonna add like more characters, kind of like Mario Kart Deluxe. Because they even said in the Pokemon Direct, they were like, there's going to be a lot more deluxe features. They said, like, this is going to be like Pokken Deluxe, DX, Deluxe, whatever it stands for, Deluxe, I guess. But yeah, so this is very exciting. Pokken's going to be really fun, and it drops before Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, so you can get hyped for that. Here's the characters that you can choose from that we know of right now. I don't see too many new characters. I think Decidueye might be, I don't remember if you got to play as Decidueye. I don't remember when Pokken dropped. I think it dropped before, but yeah, this is just a few Pokemon. Maybe there's gonna be more, hopefully. But yeah, this is really exciting. A lot of great stuff for Pokken coming out. I'm for sure getting this for the Switch, and I would love to play with you guys. So if you get it too, let's for sure do some live streams for that. But anyway, in this trailer here, you're not going to see anything on Pokemon Gold and Silver Virtual Console, because that was only announced via the Direct, the Pokemon Direct. So once the Pokemon Direct gets uploaded to the YouTube, uploaded to YouTube and whatnot, you're going to be able to check that out as well. But at the end of the Direct, they were kind of like, by the way, Gold and Silver is coming out for Virtual Console, which is also very, very, very exciting. I can't wait. I'm super excited. They also said that it's going to be just like Sun and Moon, where you can connect it up with Pokebank, and you can send them over to Sun and Moon. Probably Ultra Sun and Moon. They'll probably have it connectivity for that as well. But this begs a question for shiny hunters such as myself. In Pokemon Gold and Silver, if you bred a shiny Pokemon with a non-shiny Pokemon, you had a 1 in 64 chance of hatching a shiny Pokemon. Now, I'm not sure if Pokemon is going to go back in, if Game Freak went in and changed the code to the old games, and it's going to be harder to find the shinies. I don't think they, like, I'm hoping they won't. That'd be kind of cool, but if they don't do that, shiny Pokemon are going to get stupid easy to find. Like, really, really, really easy to find, especially because you can transfer them to Sun and Moon. So, like, Johto shinies will just be, like, everywhere. Which is kind of cool, because here on 4Gamers, we do Way Back Wednesdays. We shiny hunt on the older games as well. So I'm going to be sure, for sure, shiny hunting on those games as well. That was, like, my life. I loved Gold and Silver, but I think that's a really interesting point to bring up. I'm not sure if anyone's really thought about that either. If you guys are planning on shiny hunting on Virtual Console as well, please let me know, because you no longer have to do the DVs and stuff with Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow, or whatever. You can actually see the shinies because Johto introduced shinies. So anyway, Pokken was really exciting. Pokken took up the large majority of the Pokemon Direct video, which was okay, but we were kind of getting nervous, all of us biting our teeth when we were watching. We were like, is this the whole video? What is happening? So anyway, there's this cool video, and there's like everyone, like, they're chilling, they bring Pokken everywhere and play with friends. And then we got these two kids playing Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. They're playing Pokken. So here we go. After that drops, here's, you know, some new Pokemon games, and boom, we get to see some really quick snapshots of what this game might look like. So we got a really quick look at the character, which is really cool, the male character at least. So we get a hat, and I think the eyes were always gray, but we get some new, like, really cool clothes. So this is definitely pointing towards a new game. If you remember, like, Black and White 2 had, like, a whole different getup than Black and White 1, you know? I think Black and White 2 characters looked really, really cool. Hopefully you can still customize your character in this. I don't think they would take that away from you. But, you know, like they did with Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, because they kind of had to do that because that was Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. But anyway, we got some cool character customization. I can't speak. But anyway, we got some really beautiful flowers going on over here. And there's more Pokemon trainers on this route, which are really cool. So they're kind of redoing this route. In the trailer, guys, they said something. It was like, they said new Pokemon and that were not in originally in Sun and Moon, and an alternate story. And if we played through Sun and Moon, we know that Sun and Moon kind of had like that whole dimensional thing going on. So I'm pretty sure that Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is going to take place in an alternate dimension, which is really, really cool. I think that's awesome. It makes it way more open to things. Doesn't have to be a sequel like, oh yeah, this kid conquered the thing, and yeah, who knows, maybe we'll get gyms. Maybe in an alternate dimension we get gyms or forums or whatever, and this, anyway, there's a lot of speculation out there for a lot of things, but I'm speculating that this is going to be in a different dimension because they go kind of alongside Sun and Moon, but as an alternate story, kind of like Pokemon Black and White 2 was after, but since they have the dimensional thing, they can kind of do that in this game. So yeah, anyway, we can see the beautiful game, and then we still get the same 3 starters, which is awesome. Let's just hope that they make soft resetting for these starters a lot easier. Like, you know what would be amazing is if they took, if they did kind of like, what they did in Heart Gold Soul Silver, where you could see all 3 at once, and they were potentially shiny. Dude, Pokemon, if you're watching, please, before release day, do that. Like, us shiny hunters would love you. Anyway, so we get to look at the starters again, just to make sure you guys know you're still getting Alolan starters. Maybe they'll give us Kanto starters, because, you know, Kanto stuff was kind of cool, you know, kind of like an X and Y, but I'm not really sure. I think they're going to stick with just these starters as well. We get to see a really cool clip of, like, Pikachus and stuff on an island, so maybe there's going to be a special place where you can go catch Pikachus, which is going to be really cool. I'm excited for that. I don't know where this area is, but it looks cool. And then, yeah, there's a sleeping Pikachu, which is really cute. We get a really angry-looking Togedemaru, and then we get Mimikyu, and we get to see what's under Mimikyu. So this is very exciting. This means potentially more Z moves or Mega Evolutions. Maybe this is him Mega Evolving. I don't think this looks like a Mega Evolution of Mimikyu. This looks like a really weird Z move to me for Mimikyu. Perhaps it's an alternate form of Mimikyu. Some people brought up, oh, maybe Mimikyu could be like Marshadow, because Marshadow has the little stubby feet. Those kind of look like feet, even though those are kind of eyes. I don't know. There's a lot of speculation out there, so maybe Mimikyu is going to get some more backstory and play into the story even more. All I know for Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is the biggest thing is Necrozma. Necrozma is crucial to this to these games, because we're gonna see in a second, or there's a Lycanroc day. We see some really cool Solgaleo paws, guys, and then there we go, boom. When I saw this, I flipped out. I was like, what am I looking at right now? Solgaleo wearing Necrozma, basically. Necrozma basically has those like rainbow, like that rainbow visor kind of thing going on. Look, Solgaleo is wearing Necrozma. You get the kind of like up right above here. Here's the Necrozma arms and stuff. And then, oh, it's so cool. And then we get Lunala. Boom, same thing. So Lunala and GX both get the Necrozma armor, and it's very fitting because Necrozma, its ability was Prism Armor. So Necrozma was never an Ultra Beast, guys. He's a piece of armor. He's not really a tool, I guess. That's kind of hard to say, but like mean to say, but it's true. People were like getting mad. He's not an Ultra Beast, but we don't know what it is. Now we know what he is. He ties directly into Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, which makes me believe that these are going to be called the Ultra forms for Pokemon, for Solgaleo and Lunala. It's probably going to be Ultra Solgaleo and Ultra Lunala, because if we think back to Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, we got Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre. So, Ultra Beast, Necrozma wasn't an Ultra Beast, but perhaps it makes these things Ultra Beast level. So maybe this is Ultra Solgaleo, Ultra Lunala. We do not know as of right now. This is a lot of speculation, but it is very exciting to talk about this because there's just so much information to go over. Anyway, and then we get this. Okay, this is why I was talking about earlier on Cerebi. I was like, we might get a Switch release as well. And one of my good friends and moderators on my YouTube chat pointed this out. He was like, wait a second, wait. Look how gorgeous this cutscene looks, okay? I know we get cutscenes in Sun and Moon in the beginning of the game, okay? And this is kind of on a limb. This might not mean we get it for the Switch either. It's for sure for the 3DS, but maybe Switch as well. This is super high res, first of all, guys. Like, this is, like, you go from Lunala and then you go to this. Like, this is beautiful. Like, only something like the Switch or something could handle these kinds of graphics. So unless Pokemon just made a cutscene like this, which they rarely do without using in a game or something, this might mean we get a Switch alongside release for the Switch as well. And potentially they'll release that information at E3, which is also coming up. Also, take a look at this Mega Bracelet. It is very reminiscent of Nanu or Gladeon's to me. So if you want to take a look at Gladeon or Nanu's Mega Bracelet, you can go ahead and do that. But they both have like black and white on the side. I don't really know what this the crystal is on the inside, but perhaps that means Nanu and Gladeon or will kind of play into the story. Nanu was kind of weird. You know, he was the guy with the Alolan Persian and stuff. It's kind of weird. And he had a really creepy smile. He kind of didn't feel like he fit right in the original game, so perhaps he will tie in to this Necrozma. Maybe he'll harness the power of Necrozma, teach you how to use it with Solgaleo, Lunala. Who knows? We do not know. This is a lot of speculation, but yeah. Also, another exciting news that came from the Nintendo Direct, but is not on this trailer kind of thing, is they said new Pokemon that were not in Sun and Moon. So I know we talked about this briefly, but that might potentially mean new Alola forms. You know how we didn't get like all the Alolan Kanto forms? That means we might get like Alolan Growlithe and Alolan Arcanine, Alolan stuff like that. So be prepared for more Alolan forms, guys, because I don't think they're going to be putting in like new Pokemon. I think they're going to kind of build onto what they have with new forms, which is kind of the name of a game with the remake. Like, build on what you have. They're kind of reusing the assets, but making something new, and I'm really excited for this. I was hoping for Diamond Pearl remakes, but I'm content with this because I think probably after this is when Diamond Pearl remakes will happen, and I want them to take a lot of good time on doing that. So, this game is for sure a throwback to Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 with fusions. As you can see, this trainer's using it's either Mega Evolution or a Z move. We can't really tell. It looks kind of pink in the background, but also the light from a Z move. So perhaps this is the fusion. Maybe they kind of combined both animations to make Pokemon Fusion. We do not know. We don't know right now. It's a lot of speculation, but this cutscene and the fact that on the Pokemon press release it said, you know, for the Switch to be announced, and just look, this is completely different. Like, it's all pixely, and then boom. Like, only the Switch could handle something like that. So, don't get your hopes up, but that is a potential, like, kind of Easter egg they're throwing there. By the way, this will come out for the Switch. Potentially. Maybe that'll be an E3 release, because Pokemon and Nintendo are always really good about, like, yeah, we're going to announce, like, Pokemon and stuff, but we're not going to tell you everything right away. So, and I'm sure they're keeping something about Marshadow hidden. I know it's coming out for the movie, but they're probably going to make it tie into the games somehow. And then, boom, we get Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon available November 17th, 2017. So that is pretty much all I have to say about the Pokemon Ultra Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon games. There's a lot of speculation. If you guys have any theories about Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to know. We had a great time theorizing and stuff, and we only theorized for, you know, an hour or two. So I'm sure there's a lot more theories that are going to come out as the time progresses. So be hyped for Pokemon Sun and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon coming out on November 17th, and then a Gold and Silver for Virtual Console alongside Pokken Tournament DX will be available September 22nd, so be excited for that as well. And yeah, I mean, that's all I really have to say for this video. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments below. Please leave a like and make sure you subscribe if you're not part of the 4G family already. I will see you in the next live stream. We live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We mostly do shiny hunts, but we like to change it up. We have a little bit of a theme. So thank you so much for watching. I had a great time chatting with all of you guys during the actual live stream that went down. And yeah, I will see you guys in the future live streams. So I'm John from 4Gamers, and I'm signing off. So bye, guys.